I'm back. I don't think anyone else is noticing it either. Am I the only one who's seeing this? Looks like I can unlock this door. Hello, person. Library is up ahead. Thanks. Yeah, but... What? I didn't say anything. Well, stop staring at me then. I was just looking at your book. Yes, you're in a library. There's books in the library. Go buck the chatty one upstairs. Okay. Oh, hello. Do you need directions? Let's see. This area here is mostly historical accounts. The reference section is downstairs, and I'm not sure where the children's section is. Sorry. That's okay. I'm not really looking for books. Oh, are you here to look for the author, then? No? Oh, that's good. I mean, that means you won't be disappointed. I've been volunteering here for months, and I've never seen him, not even once. He works together with the head librarian on publishing, so you'd think he would at least show up once in a while. But he doesn't. Yeah, he seems kinda reclusive. Which is weird for a guy who supposedly travels the world. Maybe it's just around people. The author's books cover a wide range of topics. It seems there are no subjects he does not write about. Quite the Renaissance man, don't you think? I guess so. But he's been focusing on documenting the world as of late. Oh? They say the city is the last bastion of civilization. Soon these books may be the only thing we have to remember the rest of the world by. Ah. Yep, still scared of letters. Hello, person. Hi. Reshelving in progress. Please watch out for potential falling books. I will. The author is so cool. I heard he can travel all over the world with a flying machine. That's how he gathers material for his books. Wow. What are you doing to that book? Don't worry, these are my own books that I wrote. I just pulled them off the shelves to modify them. I have to cross out some sections. Most sections. How come? 'Cause otherwise they'll think I copied him. Him? The author? I mean, I really don't see the point of writing anything anymore. The author is just gonna write about the same thing and then everyone will love it. And nobody's gonna remember the books that came out before his. Oh, I mean, I ain't hating. I can see why people go nuts over his stuff. That guy's got major talent. But it just hurts, you know? It's never fun when people call you a copycat for something you wrote about first. I can see that. People call me a cat all the time. Even though I'm a person, and cats are pets. And mouses. I sure hope people don't think I eat mice. Then I guess we're in the same boat, kiddo. So what do you think about the author? I don't know. Haven't read his stuff yet. If not, you should. Okay. Big book with a black clover on the cover. Title says A Comprehensive Guide to Phosphors. As a general rule, if a phosphor loses its glow entirely, it cannot be relit unless exposed to the sun. If the phosphor is merely dim, it may be possible to boost it through exposure to another phosphor of higher energy. But even so, the boosted phosphor will never return to its original brightness. Chapter 5. A survey of phosphors found in the natural world. Blue phosphor. Location: the Barrens. Out of the common phosphors, blue phosphor is of moderate levels of energy. It can exist in both organic and mineral forms. The mineral form is most commonly found in the metallic sand of the Barrens. The organic form is most commonly found in phosphor shrimp and their secretions. Although the light emission of blue phosphor is powerful, it has what I would describe as self-conserving properties. That is to say, the glow may not be constant. Most forms of blue phosphor will stop glowing if left undisturbed for long periods of time. If using blue phosphor to power machines, a motor should be set at a baseline level of activity to ensure constant agitation of the phosphor. Alternatively, live phosphor shrimp can be used. Green phosphor. Location: the Glen. Out of the three common phosphors, green phosphor is of the highest energy. It is also the rarest of the common phosphors, as it can only be found in organic form. Known sources include the sap of phosphor trees, fireflies, and various mosses. Although this phosphor is present in the ubiquitous ground-covering moss in the Glen, it is only in minute amounts and almost impossible to concentrate. Green phosphor is ideal for industrial use. However, due to its relative scarcity and past over-harvesting, there is currently no reliable source. Thankfully, at least locals of the Glen still have enough to get by. Red phosphor. Location: the Refuge. Out of the common phosphors, red phosphor is of the lowest energy. It exists exclusively in mineral form and can only give light when in solution. The dilute red phosphor abundant in the city's water channels can be concentrated and induced with currents. Test geht ins Bett. Alles klar. Gute Nacht, Test. Bis zum nächsten Mal. This can create an artificial high-energy state with greater luminosity. Morgen nur vielleicht seinen Freunden essen gehen. Alles klar. Dann auf jeden Fall viel Spaß euch. Und ja. Man sieht sich auf jeden Fall. Hoffentlich. One major caveat is that the phosphor in this supersaturated solution will precipitate out rather quickly. As soon as the phosphor recrystallizes, it loses its glow permanently. If using supersaturated red phosphor as a power source, make sure there are power-up facilities or services that can replace it frequently. Okay. The author's latest books are really something, yeah. The librarian just released a bunch last week. Oh? The big compendiums, you see them if you look around. Kinda different from his earlier works, though. I'm used to reading his travelogues and novels, mostly. The author publishes books at a highly accelerated, almost inhuman pace. In fact, he has put out more books in 1 year than most authors do in a lifetime. According to the head librarian, there's still a large amount of material he has written but not yet published. One cannot help but to wonder where he can get so much done in so little time. I did the calculations, and the numbers simply do not add up. Maybe he can stop time? No such mechanism exists in this world. Is that actually possible in your home dimension? Nah, I just saw it in a movie once. About superheroes and stuff. You're going through these pages pretty fast. Actually, it's mostly pictures. Oh? Yeah, the author doesn't only write books, he also illustrates them. Sometimes he makes books out of only pictures. Neat. Big book title says Emergence of New Ecological Niches in a Post-Sun World. Phosphor shrimp, also known as sea shrimp in certain vernaculars. Due to the shape of their transparent coat, these aquatic invertebrates are the most abundant life form in the oceans surrounding their parents. Common firefly, a nocturnal beetle with a vibrant glow, sometimes captured en masse and put in jars to be used as living lamps by the glen's residents. This has inspired the now common practice of using phosphor shrimps to do the same. Okay. Excuse me? Oh, you're the Messiah. Welcome. When I first entered the city, a big robot told me to look for a library on the surface. This is the same library, right? Affirmative. Oh, goody. Well, we're here. What do we do now? The big robot only said there'd be clues here. That is a question for the head librarian, George. Allow me to call her. She's not picking up. Is she not here? She's here. She's in the archival room upstairs. When she's concentrating on her work, she will ignore any and all phone calls for several days. Yikes. Can I get her in person? Go get her in person then? Leaving this post is not in my programming. Then can I go myself? Of course. The archive room is accessible through the stairwell behind me. Gotcha, thanks. I'm on my 3rd cup. I can't feel my limbs. But I have to stay awake. I need to find out how this book ends. Curse the author and his beautiful cliffhangers. Unauthorized entry. Library card required for further access. Wait, what? Library card required for further access. I don't have a library card though. But can I get one? This is a question for the head librarian, George. Allow me to call her. She's not picking up. I figured. You can't just let me through. Letting you through without a library card is against my programming. But even in an emergency, my programming is not flexible. I have not been tamed. Okay. Well, I think I changed at least half a book's worth of content, and even then it's still too similar. Looks like I'll just have to accept my fate. Well, I guess being a called a cat isn't all that bad. As long as people don't assume you eat mice. Okay. You know, I've tried looking for the flying machine with my binoculars for ages. Never saw such a thing, though. Quick death promises the least pain, don't you agree? Bibliothek. Ja, reden wir sicherheitshalber mal mit allen. Wollen wir woanders gucken. Bei dem Hammer. I mean, I don't think many people have ever seen him in person or know what he looks like. Everyone's heard of him through second-hand accounts, though. Nobody did reply to my letter that one time. I got it framed immediately. Nice. Hopefully one day he'll show up. He just glared at me. I don't think we should bother him. Books are neatly placed on the shelf. Couple of his books in this room that aren't occupied yet. Hurry before someone takes them. And picture books, those too. I like pictures. Haven't seen any superheroes in this world. Saw a lot of robots though. But I guess robots are more plausible than superpowers. True. Just like looking at pictures. Same. So I'm guessing you don't give out library cards? I only handle book transactions for people who already possess cards. Yeah, to acquire a card, You would need to contact the head librarian, George. Allow me to call her. Don't! Third cup. In the water. This is really fast. Medicated water. Curious marking on the wall. Looks like a ram. Thank you for working so hard, Mr. Lamplighter. Hey, looking for something? Yeah, I need to go find a library card now. Any idea where I can get one? From the library? I tried that already. Person in charge wasn't here. Oh, maybe check out the factory. Just take the stairs at the end of the street and make a turn. There's a lot of scientists there. Scientists read books, right? That might help you. Well, good luck. You too. With the lamp. Okay. In order to gain further access to the labs, you must pass the security system test. Huh? You must change the color of the lights into a specific configuration. Allow me. How do I solve this? That is part of the test. Bummer. Okay. The luminescence index of liquid red phosphor decreased by a factor of 3.57% this week. Alarming to say the least. That's the sharpest decline I've seen, and the number is only increasing. We'll have to further concentrate the phosphor now for it to be of any use. It's hard to believe, but there's a good chance the city could run out of light in as little as 6 months. What are we going to do? If the city runs out of light, well, I don't want to think about what happens then. Bunch of words on the screen. I don't understand any of it. Beep boop. There's a printer room where machine parts are made. Also robots. I help you to go one color at a time. Also have to write down previous attempts. Well, else fails, wait for the puzzle to reset. Maybe you'll get an easier one next time. Big metal box with lots of machinery inside. This one has a robot in it. One light's correct. Oh. 9 tries left. Oh, what? Light's correct. Should have detected resetting lock mechanism. No. One light's correct. My robot. What happened? I don't know. I left for a minute and... What am I gonna do? Monitoring. Those squares particles just took out 2 of my robots in the glen. Might have to put off the water analysis project for now. There's sure a lot of computers here, and they look important too. I'm picking up some more disruptions in Sector 8 of the city. This is consistent with our earlier findings. Not good at all. The Burns engineer just reported another sighting of the particles in a cliff area. Well, nothing unusual at this point. Oh, I wonder what the author would do in this situation. Dr. Silverpoint usually references his works. I can barely keep my eyes open, man. How does Dr. Silverpoint get all that energy? None of us have been sleeping very well in light of recent events. Square particles took out a few of my robots last weekend. She fell asleep. She's still asleep. These robots are malfunctioning at a frightening rate. Physical damage from square particle anomalies is almost impossible to revert. No living person can touch them unless they have a death wish. But if we're lucky, sometimes the squares go away on their own. But not before taking away one of the robot's arms or legs. Or head. Okay. I don't know if you've ever seen a headless robot before, but it is quite a sight to behold. And also quite dangerous. I cannot stop spinning. This one isn't active. Boop. We are waiting to be repaired. It is so tedious. I miss the good old days before our robot repairing robots broke down. No, the robots have to be assembled by actual people. But aren't you a robot? No. I mean, do I sound like a robot to you? Not really. But your head is a TV? What does that have to do with anything? Never mind. We should probably fix the robot repairing robots first. But the higher ups need these guys done first for some reason. A robot. Oh? Oh, shoot. If I had known you would be here so soon, I would have turned off the darned lock. Hello there. Sorry about the weird security measures. It's okay. Michael helped me solve it. Did they now? So, can I help you with anything? Yeah. Do you know how I can get a library card? A library card? You'll have to ask the library for that. I tried. I needed to see the head librarian, but I can't get to see her without a library card. But at the same time, she's the one who gives out library cards. Really? Huh. Sounds like a George, alright? Like George, alright. I'm sorry you caught her on a bad day. Oh. Wait, I know. I can just give you my library card. It won't be hard for me to get another one. Oh, thanks. There, you're all set, I think. Wait. Shoot. I forgot. The front desk library bots have facial recognition. And my photo on the card won't quite match you. Unless I tape a photo of my face to your face. That was a joke. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and the robot will take it away. Anyway. Worst comes to worst, you can always find somewhere to take a photo. So, you've been walking all over the world, huh? Jeez, I can't imagine. Do you get really tired sometimes? Kinda. But I don't mind. It's actually really pretty. Huh. Like, I'm glad you think so. Even with the sun gone, the world is still a beautiful place. What did the world look like with the sun? Though, you know, it's kind of embarrassing to admit how little of it I have actually seen. Oh? Ironic, isn't it? Even though I am the world's leading researcher, what I do is stay here and build robots. They're the ones exploring the world. They just write down the data, crunch numbers, generate graphs. Right. I've been seeing robots everywhere. I just thought it was because the world was too dangerous for most people to explore. It's not far from the truth, actually. But I know someone who still does his research firsthand. Oh? Even after segments of land started collapsing and access to the more remote areas became difficult. I mean, he outright built a machine that could fly. Something we all thought was not physically possible. Oh, that's... I asked him about working with us, so he provides us with all sorts of insights from time to time. But for some reason he really didn't want to build robots. Or more specifically, coding them. How come? Beats me. I mean, he's happy to work with robots. In fact, he even... It's been a while since we last talked. He must be busy with his books now, yeah? Don't overwork yourself, okay? Your journey is just as important as your end goal. Cliché, but true. Something's poking out. Tube of glitter glue. You can have that if you want. Never know when you need to glitter things up, right? Oh, are you sure? Yeah, I have tons of those. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Michael. Doesn't the lady look kind of familiar to you? I wonder if she's related to the robot lady who gave me the amber. I almost want to ask her about it. Should I? Oh no. Oh. That's... How did you get this? Just the robot lady in the Barrens gave it to me. She looked kinda like you. See? It was supposed to be such a breakthrough, though, you know. I've been based her on myself, so I'll know it works. Breakthrough? We wanted to build a robot that acts like a person, thinks like a person. A robot that isn't bound by its own code. Oh. But turns out you can't really build something like that. Too many contradictions in the code made her unstable. That was the only time I've ever seen a robot go rogue. Scariest day of my life, tell you what. Rogue? But she seemed so nice when we talked. Even if she talked a little weird. She's been repaired for some time now. My friend was able to stabilize her volatile state through his own means. A real miracle work at that. After he was through, she ended up turning out just like how I wanted. But the damage was already done. I gave up on her back then. We all did. I'm sure she realized that. And now she won't ever come back. She won't ever answer my letters. I'm sorry. Sorry for rambling. Should hold on to that amber, you okay? I will. Okay. Okay, photo. Okay, fotomäßig habe ich keine Hinweise oder sonst wie, soweit ich mich erinnern kann. Daher, ja, probieren wir erstmal Bibliothek. Ich nehme stark an, dass sich dann vielleicht die Computer in der Bibliothek anschalten und mir vielleicht einen kleinen Hinweis geben oder so. Mal schauen. Archive rooms. Unauthorized entry. Library card required for further access. I know. Authenticating barcode, executing facial recognition. Photo match failed. It seems you do not resemble the owner of the card. You cannot use this card. Bummer. Okay. Okay, Computer scheinen auch nicht anzugehen. Na gut, dann probieren wir es einfach so. Arbeiter von der Kamera finden. Okay. Gucken wir erstmal. Yeah, take a photo. Actually, yeah. I need to take a picture for reasons. I got good news and bad news. The good news is that the photo center is right behind me. Bad news is that it doesn't work, right? You're catching on quick. After operations ended on the Barrens, this place got shut down. Both the engineers lost their jobs and became street vendors. Okay. Maybe Michael and I can figure it out from them. That's good. It would certainly help out people with expired IDs. Like me. Street vendors. Is there anything you remember about how to work the camera? Let me see. When arranging the lenses, make sure that the thin lens is positioned between the two curved ones. Okay. Thick lens should be positioned to the left of both the curved lenses. Okay. No choice, members. We went through thick and thin together. And by that I mean the concave lens did. It's been a while, pretty sure the bulgy lens goes on one of the ends, but I forget which. Okay. So. Okay. Thick. Thin. Oder? Moment. Kann sein, dass das falsch ist. Nee, okay. So, nochmal. Ah. Okay. Cheese? Ouch, my eyes. But of me. Are my eyes always this big? Then glue. Back of the photo is covered in glue and glitter. Card has my face on it now. Yeah. Was, Betrüger? Was? Wie Betrüger? Ich hab... Ach, oder meinst du... das Ding? Then barcode, facial recognition, photo match, successful. You're good to go. Have a nice day, Miss Kip. Maybe I should have changed the name. Looks like all from Dokumentenfälschung. Ah ja. Was sein muss, damit der Messias die Sonne voranbringen kann. Hello. You must be the savior. I'm so happy I actually get to meet you. It's nice to meet you too, miss. So, are you here to check out the archives? I can give you a tour. Actually, I need your help. Can you get me what I need to do next? I think I'm supposed to go in the tower. Yep. Do you know how I can get in? Nope. Gosh, I don't think anyone's supposed to get inside the tower. I mean, there's a little room that you can go into, but there's no stairs or elevators or anything else. One my guess, you'll probably need Michael's help. I don't know how exactly. In my experience, that kind of knowledge is usually crowded in some sort of cryptic book. But I haven't read anything like that before. Sorry. Ah. Book is poking out. Not a fruitful visit to the great prophet. Today. She seemed high in spirits. She told me that she saw another glimpse of the Messiah's arrival, more vivid than ever before. The Messiah would wake up in a dark house. She said the vision included lights from a window and the sound of footsteps on wood floor. Regrettably, she is unsure of the house's location. Rakis is also present at the meeting. I ended up visiting his house later and we swapped notes. He has been very vigilant on recording the prophet's day-to-day musings, and his writing has been significantly more legible. Lately, his children were endearing as ever. Old children Calamus has expressed an interest in reading. I offered to teach him as I did his father. It looks like a sketchbook of some sorts. When's another still life, some objects in my desk. Not very good, but Silver can recognize the objects at least. Thursday, various sketches, practice. Hat die 4 Augen. Naja, die sind Würfel. Ja. I think this book is actually about clovers. Although its pigmentation is primarily black, the leaves display incredible iridescence when exposed to sunlight. These curious plants are most resilient and can even thrive in the metallic sand and harsh climate of the Barrens. In the glen, it can also grow directly on top of the moss layer without competing with the moss for resources. Radiocarbon dating of fossils suggests that these plants may be the first life form to colonize our world. Well, since you're already here, feel free to check out my archives. Or better yet, if you have any questions about books, I can answer them. I love books. Books. Okay, strange journal. I do have this. I think it's written some sort of words I don't recognize. Oh my gosh. It's a book. And not just any book. Golly, where did you find this? Somewhere in the Barrens? No, we found it in a safe. Right, Michael? Is that so? In that case, I know what I have to do now. I need to borrow this journal for a bit, okay? Gotta translate it. Okay, cool. It might take a while though. That's fine. Excuse me. Gosh, you look really tired. A little, yeah. No worries. I have a guest room in the attic down the hall. If you want, you can go take a nap. Cat nap. I'm not a cat. Give me a swick. Painting his books. Okay. The fridge is full of bottled water and take-out boxes. Oops. Thankfully, Dr. Silverpoint's team was able to replicate our prototype. On the right is an updated sketch of some of the modifications of external design. More importantly, we used a radically different architecture for the microprocessor due to limited resources this time. But it still should be capable of delivering the late prophet's message. The team suggested that taming was a lost cause. Blue phosphor, round a look, a redesigned internal audio receptor. Compatible with longer clothing, wireless signal amplifier. But you believed in the multiverse theory regarding alternate version. She likened the probability to the rolling of dice. Recently I found that theory easier and easier to believe, but I could not describe it very well back then. Nevertheless, I still wrote it to the best of my abilities. After all, it felt only right to honor her this way. There are 6. Which one did you encounter? Little time for walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? Yes. Spiel schließt sich diesmal gar nicht. Oder ist? Hat sich's aufgehangen, oder? Okay, jetzt ist. Okay. Jo. Passt ganz so gut, weil dann machen wir erstmal so wie heute und nächstes Mal geht's dann hier weiter.